You can be anything you want to be out here. You can be ordinary seaman, you can be a captain. You know, it only is about disapplying yourself. It all depends on the person.
You're going alongside aircraft carriers at 180 feet away, and you're slinging jet fuel over to them through big 7-inch hoses and sending them cargo. You have helicopter operations going on at the same time. They might be launching jets or having different sorties going on with their planes. So you're standing there and you're looking at all this stuff and you're saying, man alive, does this go on every day? And it does. It happens every day. Every day the Navy sails, something like that's going on, and that's what makes working for MSC really interesting.
As a teen, I didn't have a sense of direction pretty much when I graduated from school. I just know that I didn't want to go to college. So at the same time, I had to look at something other than staying at home with mom. And I decided that going to sea is something that I really enjoyed doing. So I took the proper procedures of filling out the applications and doing the passports and things of that nature. And I've joined MSC in '99, and I've enjoyed it ever since.
The Merchant Marine is a very special branch of service. It is not the military. If you've got money saved up because you want to go on a trip or go to college, you can go ahead and sign off your ship and you have no more further commitment to the company at all. You can go ahead and resign at any time. You don't have to stay on a ship for long periods of time, such as the Navy, where they stay 2 to 5 years.
Here's a fast fact for you. Did you know that Military Sealift Command is part of the U.S. Navy? Do you know who is the largest employer of merchant mariners in the United States? MSC, or Military Sealift Command.
The security of our job is pretty much at 100%, because as long as the Navy is in operations, then MSC ships will also be in operations because we supply them with their food, their cargo, their ammo, and things of that nature. So as long as the military is around, MSC will be here.
2 years in, I've been to Korea, Singapore, Puerto Rico, Guam, Japan, and I've seen different way of lifestyle other countries live. And this has been a good experience to see all this.
The primary function for MSC is to provide fleet support for the Navy as far as these particular ships are concerned. We have several programs within MSC. A lot of our ships are contracted out, pre-positioning, Sealift, that kind of thing. These ships here are more active with the fleet, the Navy fleet, where they provide direct support to the Navy. And that's providing them with fuel, cargo, food, any kind of stores that they need, and ammunition.
Who makes up the MSC workforce? Civilians, 8,522. Navy personnel, 627.
I'm a second mate with Military Sealift Command. I'm the navigator. Pretty much I'm in charge of the ship while we're underway for total of 8 hours, 2 4-hour periods, from 4 in the morning till 8 in the morning, till 4 in the afternoon to 8 in the afternoon. I tell the helmsman what course to steer, putting the GPS fixes and the navigation down the chart to make sure we're maintaining our track line, make sure that we don't run into traffic, looking at the radars, contacting other ships to discuss maneuverability so we don't collide. Pretty much you name it, up here on the bridge, I've got the domain.
As an engine utility, I'm a watch standard. So I'll be making sure that if it's a steamship, the boilers are staying lit, changing out burners, doing water testing, doing a little of gauge reading, just maintenance of the engine room.
The type of people that we're looking for to sail on our ships are number one, people who have an interest in the ships and who have an interest in going out to sea. And when you're 16, 17-year-old kid, you really don't have an idea what you want to do in life. But if you choose a career at sea as a starting point, once you go out to sea and do a little bit of deep sea sailing, that's something that'll be with you for the rest of your life. They just can't take that away from you.
What's the salary range for an able-bodied seaman? $32,000 to $40,000.
We may do anything from chipping and painting to sanding, cleaning, just overall upkeep of the appearance.
I came on with the MSC in 2002, but I never had no sea experience. And MSC can give you all the experience that you need once you come aboard them. As far as your training, they have schools and different setups where if anything you need to better yourself, they'll have it for you.
The best thing about MSC to me is you got room and board, free travel, you have opportunity to be what you want to be.
The ships in MSC, they go all over the world. They go to Australia, they go north of the Arctic Circle, they go to South America, they go all over the place in the Mediterranean, the Far East, Persian Gulf. Wherever the mission takes us, that's where we go, and we get to see a lot of interesting ports. We get to experience many, many cultures out there in the world, and you get an appreciation for the rest of the world, something that a typical 18-year-old would not have had prior to his 18th birthday. I mean, in 1 year, you'll see a lot out there when you go out to sea.
I've been here, done that, as far as the civilian jobs on land, and I know how they operate, you know, and I know that this job here is more secure. You're going to have the benefits, and also you're going to have a chance to do a retirement with this company, as well as being able to go all over the world and just do your job.
I've seen the world. I've been able to be out on the ocean. I've seen storms that you'd never see on land, and I've seen sunsets and sunrises that you've never seen. It's an opportunity that not many people get to do, and it's a wonderful experience that you'll have for the rest of your life.